What's up, guys? What is happening? Hope you guys are doing well. I am doing fine. Can't complain. It has been a long time coming. I know that y'all wondering where'd she go, but I appreciate all my subscribers for hanging on. And to those that are coming here for the first time, welcome. My name is Monique. I'm a doctor of physical therapy. This channel is about my life, specifically right now for the moment, my journey through PTA to DPT and life in general. So welcome. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to get more videos coming your way. I will try my best to be as consistent as I can. As you guys see, most of the time I'm in the car on the way. I'm always on the go, but that's life, right? That's life for now. So anyways, just a quick update. It has been a year, y'all, since I started practicing as a PT. I cannot believe that it's been that long, but I'm grateful all the same. There have been many growth and changes that have taken place, and I am grateful and forever grateful for it. Yeah, I've just been taking, mental health is very important, and I think that it's one area that employers alike and just people in general should cherish. Don't be so worked up. Don't let yourself get so worked up that you don't take time for yourself. Especially if you're in a role where people are dependent or relying on you for something. Make sure that you take care of yourself so that you can take care of others, because we all get caught up where we're giving, but we're not giving to ourselves. You have to give to yourself first in order to give to others. So anyways, that's what I've been up to. So just an update. I probably mentioned it before, but I work Monday through Sunday. You heard right. Monday through Sunday. I have my full-time work, which is Monday through Friday in an orthopedic-based setting. I see patients in a wide variety of ages. My youngest was 4, oldest was 96. I see cardiopulmonary related, neurological, orthopedic, all kinds of stuff. Anything that you could think of, except for amputations I haven't seen here, but I used to see. But yes, so I see those patients, and then on the weekends, which is my PRN part-time-ish, I see it's all a pediatric-based clinic. So for me, the reason I do Monday through Sunday is, I think about it. The good thing is I could take my daughter with me to work, number one. So that's a bonus, right? So it makes sense to be able to do that and not be away from her, because otherwise I couldn't do it. But number two, for me, it's like play. Pediatrics involves a lot of play, because these kids are not like adults where their attention can be fixated on one specific task, but you got to engage them with play. And so to me, it's more like being with my kids and just having fun with my kids, therapeutic fun. So that's why I'm able to do that. But my purpose is, you got to hustle. If you want things in life, if you want good things, if you have plans, aspirations, if you have goals, it takes capital to make capital. You cannot expect to make money without investing money somehow in something. And so, all this is just to get things going and to move in the right direction. If you know what I mean, if you come from a family where, you weren't left a trust fund, you weren't left a savings account with even like $100 in it, you had to fend for yourself pretty much from the youngest age of possible, then you know what I mean. I had to put myself, thankfully my husband and I worked together, but with God's help, I had to put myself through school. I had to work full time. I've been working since I was 15 and 9 months. I worked through college. I did all my FAFSAs and all that by myself. I never really had, anyone handing me anything. And so everything that I went through was twice as hard as some of my colleagues. And I'm sure some of you can relate. And when you come from that kind of a background, honestly, you will be silly to continue to promote that in the generations to come. I refuse for my daughter to have to fend for herself the way I have had to. Yes, is she going to be required to work hard? Of course. But is she going to have to struggle for things that should maybe, make her life easy? No, not necessarily. By God's grace, I hope so. So, my husband and I have been working tirelessly to make sure that, things are in place and we get our lives in order. But anyways, back to my 1 year progression. So it's been a full year. It has been some ups and downs. With anything in life, I don't care if you love that thing, you're going to get days where you just don't feel like doing anything. And it's fine. It's fine. It's healthy. you just don't feel like doing anything. So you got to find ways to motivate yourself and to maybe retreat so that you can get energized again to do what you love to do. So yes, have I had many of those days? Oh yeah, probably the majority of days I'm just like, I just want to sleep in bed and just watch some Lifetime and, eat some ice cream, eat some pho, drink some hot chocolate. That would be life. But right now, impossible if I want to get things done and get bills paid, right? And so it's been ups and downs, both positives and negatives, but mostly positives. I have learned a lot about myself in terms of my resilience, in terms of my abilities to do what I need to do when I need to do it. I have, grown in my assessment skills. So the director of my clinic, who's the owner, he's been practicing for 36 years and is very well respected around my area. He has been serving as my mentor. So it's always nice if you're in the field, whether you're a PTA or a PT, to have a mentor so that that person can give you advice, can encourage you, can teach you things that you might not have been aware of. Because I know that as a new grad, regardless of where you are, it's tough. It's tough. You have to learn the culture of the organization. You are using a lot more brain power because you feel like, you have to perform well in order to keep your job, unless you're self-employed, which is great. And it's just a lot. It's a lot. And so I'm grateful for that. So I've had my mentor help me through streamlining my evaluative processes. I have taken some courses to enrich myself. As you all have seen in my previous video, I'm vestibular rehabilitation specialist now. And so I am trying to build that program, get a lot more vestibular and concussive individuals to see. So it's been challenging, but I've been able to get a good amount. So I'm just, working at it, one day at a time, trying to get that up. I recently held a workshop about last week, related to educating the public and even people that are just interested in vestibular and concussive issues, which are very common, but a lot of people don't talk about it because they find coping strategies, but never really address the issue at hand. So it always resurfaces at some point. But for me, the two main determinants for transitioning to PT are loans, number one, and documentation, number two. So for me, I was happy as a PTA. I loved every inch of what I did. The only thing that bothered me was I had so many questions and I wanted to do so much more. And so for me, the game changer was autonomy. So at one point I was like, okay, I want to be autonomous. I don't want to rely on somebody to tell me what to do or how to do it, but I rather want to be the one on the other end of things, figuring out things so that I could be efficient and not be limited in my practice. So the loan was a motivation, but like I said, I never had the capabilities of a trust fund or like a college fund. And so in order to get where you want to get in life, you have to sacrifice something. Do the loans suck? Of course they do. Do I wish I wasn't paying it? Darn right I do. But at the end of the day, in order to get where I got to go, that's what I had to do to get where I had to go. And my goal was to be, autonomous. And so I've attained that. And I can't really complain because I feel as though so many more opportunities have opened up to me as a PT than when I was as a PTA. I'm sure it's probably otherwise for some people, and that's great for them. But for me personally, I feel like I've had more opportunities as a PT now than I would have had as a PTA. So there's no major complaint there. In terms of documentation, at first, man, I was home. I'd come home and be working till like 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. And I'm like, nah, this can't be life. Like, I ain't got time to be doing all that. I'm tired already seeing patients. Now I'm coming to do notes all night into the next morning. So I had to have a self-talk and figure out strategies to help me better complete my notes in a timely fashion. And so my job, we use WebPT, and with WebPT, I use sort of their template to guide my evaluative process. And I try to get as much information in as possible so that when I go to do my assessment and my plan of care, it's easier. So it used to take me like 45 minutes per note. So imagine, like, initially when you start as a new grad, unless you're coming in and taking over other patients, if you're building your own patient caseload, you're evaluating, you're having like 4 to 5 evals per day to start out with, and then you start building from there, and it's just on and on. So imagine 45 minutes for 5 evals per day. Like, I was exhausted. And but now I'm probably using like maybe 20-25 minutes, maybe 20 at best. So that's pretty good. You know, it saved me a lot of time and headache. So I'm happy about that. But a year in review, I think I've grown quite a bit. There's so much more that I want to share, but not at this moment. When things happen, I will share that as it goes along. But yeah, guys, that was just a quick update. There are many more videos coming on. I know I said that last time, but I'm gonna get it together. But anyways, y'all, thank you for, stopping by. Thank you for remaining subscribed to those that have remained. Thank you for those that are coming here new. If you have any suggestions for videos, please reach me at ptatodpt@gmail.com, or on my Facebook, Monique Biko, or on my Instagram, Dr_Monique Biko. And I will be more than happy to address that for you. Otherwise, have a pleasant rest of the week, and talk to you soon.